when he plays Robert Wagner in the TV movie The Mystery of Natalie Wood. But each week, you can catch him as Agent Anthony Donoso on the CBS show Navy NCIS. Let's take a look.
Coffee.
Folks, please welcome Michael Weatherly. That was a nice little scene there, like your roommate.
Yeah, we went down to Guantanamo Bay, and evidently they've got the iguanas down there in Cuba.
Those are big ones.
That's a big iguana, and sort of reminds me of a couple of nights from college, but, you know.
Hey, no need to know. No need to know. So your show is going well?
Yeah, I mean, it's a miracle. I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. Mark Harmon, you know.
Mark Harmon, man. He's such a good guy. Such a good guy.
You know? So he's our fearless leader, and we follow him each week into battle against, you know, the evildoers.
Show's a great big hit. Very,
Yeah.
very patriotic theme. Folks love that right now.
And, you know, we do like the procedural drama kind of thing and investigate a crime, but at the same time, as you can tell, we have some fun.
Well, yeah. Your
There's some
co-star,
comedy.
she's really pretty. And
Sasha Alexander.
Sasha
yeah.
Alexander. She's such a nice lady.
Yeah.
Such a nice lady. And I like the little look that she gave you. Well, not little look, because I wouldn't. You know, when she was looking down
Yeah, I think that was a big look.
No. Hey, you can feel like that if you want to. Now, because of all the combat that you do and like the gun work and stuff, did you have to actually train a little bit so that you looked like you knew what you were doing as a special agent?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. We've had a couple of real NCIS guys who are always on set. There's a rotation of different guys, and they make sure that we don't screw up because we are representing a real agency.
Absolutely.
I mean, these guys, the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, it's not just some television, you know, creation.
Right, it isn't like Uncle.
No, right. What was Uncle? But McCallum, who was on our show, David McCallum.
It was a great show.
Yeah, he was Karayakin on Man from Uncle. But this is a real group of people that investigate crimes in the Navy and Marine Corps, and so we, you know, we're representing them. So, you know, while we have a good time, you know, we also have to look like professionals and, you know.
Or else the Navy will not be happy
or
with
else
you.
somebody's going to come to my house and, you know,
And take you away at 4 in the morning.
That wouldn't be good.
No, that wouldn't be fun.
Although that's how I got here.
Yeah. We have ways of making you give an interview. Now, I want to take you back on a little stroll down memory lane.
Ah, memory lane.
The Cosby Show.
Oh, yeah.
One of your first acting jobs, you played Theo's roommate.
Yeah.
Now, I would have killed to have been a kid on the Cosby Show, man. That must have been a blast.
Right. I was 21. I dropped out of college. I told him, as you know, anyone who's got children can imagine. I called my father. I said, I want to become an actor. I'm moving to New York. I'm dropping out of college. You know, just horrified. My whole family thought, you know, insane. And right out of the box, I went on an audition out in Queens, in Astoria. Monday afternoon, I went in. They'd lost the guy who was playing Theo's roommate, and it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. And by 1:15, I was on a soundstage, and Bill Cosby came up, and he was like, "How you doing?"
Wow.
I was like, "Oh boy!" And then suddenly, you know, I had that like molten lava in my stomach. I thought I was going to projectile vomit all over Bill Cosby, but I didn't, you know. And then and I had some lines, and then by the time we got to I called everybody and I said, I'm on the Cosby Show. And then when it aired, they'd cut all my lines.
So it was just you sitting in the corner.
Yeah, I was that guy. I was like, you know, third from left. But it was an honor, and certainly, you know, Malcolm Jamal Warner was so nice to me, and I was so nervous. I had no idea what I was doing.
Did you only do one episode? Or was
they said, go stand on your mark, and I said, my name's Michael. And they said, no, Mark is the X where you go stand. Oh, sweetheart. Oh,
poor little green
Poor Michael
guy.
didn't know what a mark was.
Well, man, you've come a long way, man.
Yeah, well, that was 14 years ago.
Wow, you come a long way.
So, yeah, it's been a lot of water under that bridge.
Well, you have another project, so let's talk about that as well. You play Robert Wagner.
I know.
Which is really cool. Any guys, if you were a fan
The Wag.
of Heart to Heart, that guy was so smooth.
Right.
So smooth.
Right.
So did you have to do any research to capture his mannerisms?
You know,
What did you meet him?
I didn't, but when I went to go meet Peter Bogdanovich, who directs this mini event thing for ABC, I dressed up like my father because I figured, anyone can be the sort of 30-year-old version, but I wanted to see if I could play the 50-year-old
Right.
Wag. So I went in and I kind of, I smoked a cigar and I was kind of talking in this really debonair kind of way, and and all afternoon I kind of drove around in my car and I went and filled up. I was like, fill her up unleaded, make it the good stuff, And I just, sort of, walked into the Bellage Hotel, and I announced myself, and my hair was parted. I looked like, some sort of young Republican, probably. And then I met Bogdanovich, and he just started laughing when he saw me. And I got the job, Yeah, that's sort of how it happens. I don't know how you got a talk show, but it was probably a pretty weird process.
It was just like that, actually.
Somebody
started around talking just like that, and the next thing I know,
Hollywood, baby. There's no place like it.
And William Hung has a record deal.
That's right. How did that happen?
You see, I'm going to keep bringing it back. I'm telling everybody. I don't know. I have no idea.
You got to lend him some of your wigs.
No, he has his own.
Oh, you think?
He's just fine. While we talk about William Hung, we're going to run this clip. We have a clip of the mystery of Natalie Wood. Let's roll that, please.
Oh.
I mean, you make it all sound so simple.
Yeah, well, life's too short, and Hollywood's just a game. Anyone can learn to play it, even you. Feel that, son? That feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Is this too movie-ish?
A little.
Folks, you can catch Michael Weatherly in The Mystery of Natalie Wood. It's this Monday, 8 p.m. on ABC, and Navy NCIS on Tuesday nights. He's saving the world at 8 p.m. on CBS. Michael Weatherly, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wayne.
We'll be right back.
Coming up, don't miss this man's unbelievable weight loss story and extreme makeover. And later, check